I'm Julia Collins. Welcome to Soul Society Online. We're getting ready to do a 60-minute vinyasa practice. And you don't need anything except your mat. If you have blocks and a strap and you'd like to use them, just go ahead. Don't worry if you don't have those props. Let's get started.
Let's start in child's pose. Allow your hips to sit back to your heels. You can reach your arms forward or by your sides. Bring the awareness to your breath and your back body. Feel the ribs stretch and expand. Feel the skin stretch across your back, taking deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. You can begin to wiggle the hips from side to side, waking up the body. Then lift the chest and slide your right hand underneath of your left shoulder. Keep your left arm overhead or bring your hand to your sacrum or around to the right hip crease. Breathe here. Just warming up and waking up the body. You can release the left hand back to the floor and scoop your right hand back out in front of you. Rest here. Take a few breaths. Then lift the chest slightly and reach the left arm underneath of your right shoulder. You can keep your right hand overhead, reach it to the sacrum, or tuck it to the left hip crease. The option's yours. Breathe here and rest. Reach your right hand back overhead and release your left hand to meet the right. Rise up onto all fours in tabletop and take a few cat-cows here. Inhaling as you open the front body in cow and exhaling into cat as you round the spine. Move with your own natural rhythm of breath. Breathe in and out through the nose, your Ujjayi breath, or just focus on your natural rhythm, your prana. Just waking up the spine. Good. Reach the right arm forward. Engage your core and step the left leg behind you. You can keep the toes on the floor or lift the leg parallel to the mat. Flex the toes down. Inhale and exhale, bring elbow to knee. Inhale, reach long, extend. Exhale, bring the elbow toward the knee. Round through the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl in, use your core. Inhale, extend, reach long, and lower everything to the mat. Other side, reach the left arm forward, send your shoulder into its socket, step the right foot back, and maybe lift the foot up off of the mat. Exhale, curl in, use your core. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, extend, reach long. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach, and lower everything to the mat. Take another cat pose, exhale. Another cow pose, inhale. And come back to a neutral spine. Sit down on your heels and roll the shoulders, waking up the upper body. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears and back, changing direction. Continuing to wake up the body here. Let's tuck the chin down and roll the head a little bit from side to side, moving gently here, keeping space in the neck spine. Just moving side to side, a little half circle. And then dropping your head, your left ear to the left. Stay there and reach your right arm around the back of the body and maybe reach your fingers around your left bicep. Pressing the right shoulder away, breathe into the right side of the neck. Bring the head back to neutral and release the right hand. Lower the right ear toward the right shoulder. Reach the left hand around your back. And if you can, wrap the fingers around your right bicep. Press the left shoulder away from the ear and stretch and breathe into the left side of the neck. Release the head back to neutral. Release the left hand. Bring the hands forward, step the feet back to high plank. Fingers spread wide, little micro bend in the elbows, hands under the shoulders. You have the option at any time we take high plank to lower the knees in a modified plank with the tops of the feet to the floor. Press back to downward facing dog. We're in an upside down V now. Fingers spread wide. You can rock your head, yes and no. Lift the heels, pedal it out a little bit, flattening out through the low back. So I'd rather see you bend the knees and flatten the low back than rounding through the spine and keeping the legs straight. Reaching the heels toward the earth. It doesn't matter if they don't touch. You can kind of pedal it out here, wag your dog tail, and walk the feet forward to forward fold. Bend your knees generously here. We're still waking up and warming up the body, and especially the hamstrings. You can fold your hands into the elbows, rock forward and back, side to side, rock the head yes and no, and then begin to roll up slowly, stacking your vertebrae. Hands meet at heart center, Tadasana. Take a moment here to breathe. Find your center. Focus inward. Circle stretch the arms up overhead. Big stretch up. Hands together. Hands through heart center. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen and look up. Long spine. Roll the shoulders back. Forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen, look up. Your fingertips can come to the shins or to the mat with the tabletop back. Then the knees to plant the hands down. Step your right foot back. Low lunge. Roll shoulders back. Long spine. Plant the hands, step your left foot back, high plank. Option to lower the knees like I'm doing here. Chaturanga, elbows in, Cobra, Bhujangasana, or you can press up to upward facing dog, or Shavasana. Bring the heart through, and then curl the toes under, press back, downward facing dog. Reach the right leg up toward the sky. Bring it through between the hands, lower the left knee, runner's lunge. You can clasp your hands together and rest them on the right knee. If you have blocks, you can place your hands on blocks, or you can reach the arms up overhead, relax the shoulders into their sockets, and activate through the muscles of your arms. So we're stretching through the left hip flexor here. Lower the hands, exhale, step the left foot forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Palms come together, rise up. Tadasana, mountain pose, hands at heart center. Reach the arms up overhead. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Half lift, lengthen, look up. Long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, lengthen and look up. Plant your hands, step the left foot back, low lunge. Right knee is over the right ankle. Left heel presses forward. Plant the hands, step the right foot back, high or low plank. So here I'll demo with knees up. You'll shift forward 2 inches, lower halfway down. Shoulders and elbows align, and then pull forward, upward facing dog and downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Reach your left leg up to the sky and step it through between the hands. Lower the right knee, runner's lunge. So again, here you want your left knee over your left ankle. You can clasp the fingers together and rest them on the knee, or you can reach them up toward the sky. Activate your arms, relax your shoulders, and spark through the fingers. Breathe into the right hip flexor. Allow the right top of the foot to lower to the mat. Lower the hands, lift the right knee, and step forward. Uttanasana. Palms together, rise up, Tadasana. You're doing great. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, lengthen, look up. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Plant the hands, step or float back. If you're floating, you want to land with the elbows and the shoulders already aligned in your first chaturanga. Press back, downward facing dog. Reach the right foot up to the sky, 3-legged dog, and step it through between the hands for high crescent lunge. Bring the hands to your hips and reach the shoulders over the hips. Arms reach overhead. Keep pressing your left heel forward and squeeze the left glute. You can soften that left knee, lower deeper into your lunge, and then straighten the leg. Lower your left knee to the mat, twist to the right, reaching your right hand behind you and your left arm in front of you. If you can, gaze back. Breathe here. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, lower the hands, curl left toes under. Step back, downward facing dog. Reach the left foot up to the sky, Ekapada Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Step the foot between the hands, high crescent lunge. Keep the back heel high, lift up, reach the arms up, relax shoulders. Let the palms face each other. Left knee over the left ankle, back leg straight. Remember, you can soften the knee lower into your lunge and then re-straighten the leg, maybe even wiggling the toes back. Now lower the right knee and twist to the left, reaching the left hand behind you and the right arm forward. Gaze back. Use your breath. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Reach the left arm forward, arms up, hands down, frame the foot, step back, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Gaze forward, walk or float forward, forward fold, Uttanasana. Palms together, rise up, Tadasana. Reach the arms, extended mountain pose, forward fold, exhale. Half lift, lengthen, look up, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half lift, plant the hands, step or float back, Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana or Bhujangasana, Cobra. Press back, downward facing dog. Reach the right leg up to the sky, step it through between the hands. High crescent lunge. Reach the arms. Relax shoulders. Find your alignment. Root down through the feet. Twist to the right. Right hand comes behind you. Left arm reaches forward. Exalted Warrior. Lower the right hand and let it float down your left leg. Reach the left arm up. Move slowly here. Keep your balance. Lower both hands down, frame the foot, step back and up. Optional vinyasa, you can take a three-legged chaturanga or four-legged and press back downward dog. Don't feel like you have to take that step. You can always just meet in downward dog. Reach the left leg up, step it through between the hands, high crescent lunge. Reach the arms, relax the shoulders. Press the right heel forward and twist to the left. Left arm reaches behind you. Keep the shoulders stacked over the hips and the hips square. Exalted Warrior. Left hand floats down the back of your right leg. Right arm reaches up. If you can, look up. So again, move slowly here. No rush. Windmill the hands down. Exhale. Step up. Ekapada. Optional vinyasa. Four-legged or three-legged chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. So remember, these are all options. You can always skip all of that and just meet in downward dog. Gaze forward, walk or float forward, forward fold. Palms together, rise up, inhale, exhale, Tadasana. Reach up, extended mountain pose, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, plant the hands, step or float back. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana or Bhujangasana, Cobra. Press back, downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Right leg lifts. Step it through between the hands. High crescent lunge. Reach the arms, extend up. Exhale, twist to the right. Exalted Warrior, inhale. This time, windmill the arms open, Warrior 2. Lower your left heel down so the left toes point to the left, the right toes point forward, heel to arch alignment. Hips remain level. Reach forward and inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand floats down your left leg or reaches around to your right hip crease. This is a side stretch, not a back bend. Side angle, forearm comes to your right thigh and reach the left arm up overhead. You want a nice straight line from your left heel and ankle all the way up to your left shoulder. Now, if you want to move further, reach your right arm to the left and then lower that right elbow to your right inside of your knee. Lower the hands down, step up and back, either downward facing dog or three-legged dog, optional vinyasa. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. You're doing great. Left side, reach the left leg up to the sky. Step it through between the hands for high crescent lunge. Reach the arms up, extend. Spark through your fingers. Good. Exhale, twist to the left. Gaze back. Exalted Warrior, inhale. And exhale, Warrior 2 facing the right. Right toes face the right. Left toes face forward. Reverse Warrior. Reach forward. And then inhale, reach back and up. Side stretch. Side angle. Left forearm to the left thigh. Reach right arm up. Keep your rib cage away from your thigh. Reach left arm towards the right side wall, and then lower that elbow to the inside of the knee. Float the hand beside the ankle. Frame the foot. Step up and back, either Ekapada, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, or Downward Dog. Optional vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Gaze forward, walk or float forward, forward fold. Palms come together. Rise up, Tadasana. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain pose. Forward fold. Exhale. Half lift, lengthen, look up. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hands, step or float back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, extend it up. High crescent lunge. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, Exalted Warrior. Right hand down, left arm reaches up. Exhale, Warrior 2. Left heel down, reach the arms. Inhale, Reverse Warrior. Exhale, side angle. And come straight into that extended side angle, or bring your forearm to your thigh. Now you have the option to come into half moon. Maybe you stay here, stacking your hips, stacking your shoulders. You have the option to bind or bring your right hand to your heart. Standing split. Close off the hips, close off the shoulders. You can keep both hands on the floor or tense your left fingers. Bring your right hand behind your right ankle. Don't worry so much about height. Keep the hips square. Lower back to your lunge. Lift the right leg. Optional vinyasa or maiden downward facing dog. Make this your practice. This is your time. Have fun with it. Left side. Reach the left leg up. Inhale. Step it through between the hands. High crescent lunge. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to the left. Inhale, Exalted Warrior. Reach up. Move slowly with your breath. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, Reverse Warrior. Exhale, side angle. Forearm to thigh or elbow to knee. Keep that nice straight line along the right side of the body. You can take a couple steps as you move into your half moon. Planting your left hand down, and keep your eyes on your drishti, on your focal point. If you want to challenge your balance, you can gaze up at your right hand. You can bring your left hand to your heart. You can take a bind. You have lots of options here. Standing split. Lower your hands. Option to keep both hands on the mat or bring your left hand behind your left ankle. Extending that left leg up to the sky, keeping the hips square. So again, don't worry so much about height. Keep the spine long. Step back to a lunge. Reach the left leg up to the sky. Shift forward, chaturanga. Remember, this is optional. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Gaze forward, walk or float forward, forward fold. How's everybody feeling? You're doing great. Rise up, Tadasana. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Forward fold. Exhale. Half lift, lengthen and look up. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Step or float back. All right, we're kicking it up a notch. We're going to move one breath to one movement. Move through your vinyasa. Right leg lift. Step it through for high crescent lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, Exalted Warrior. Exhale, Warrior 2, facing the left. Inhale, Reverse Warrior. Exhale, side angle. Look down, step forward, half moon. Standing split. Back to your lunge. Step up and back, optional vinyasa. So if you want to throw in a chin stand here or something else, feel free. But only practice that if it's in your practice. Left side, reach the left leg up to the sky. Step it through for high crescent. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, Exalted Warrior. Reach that right arm. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, Reverse Warrior. Exhale, side angle or extended side angle. Half moon, step forward. Whatever option you took on the opposite side, take it here. And standing split. Step back to your lunge. Reach the left foot back and up. Optional vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Great job. Shift forward, lower the knees, press back, child's pose. Beautiful job. Take a few breaths here. Pause. Notice your energy. Just observe your body, your breath, and your mind from the inside out. Feel the back body expand and contract. And let's rise up and back to downward facing dog. Step forward for Malasana squat. Bring the right foot to the outside of your right hand, left foot to the outside of your left hand. If you need to, you can sit on a block or a pillow. Option here to separate the hands, reaching the left hand down and the right arm up. So your left knee is actually behind your left shoulder. Come back through center. Reach the right hand down in front of your right knee. Option to bind if it's available. If not, don't worry about it. Just do what your body allows. Come back through center and take a wide-legged forward fold. Lengthen through the spine. So if you're rounded here, try to pull the belly button and the rib cage toward the floor and lengthen through the backs of the legs, then fold. If you need to bend your knees, that's fine. You want to keep the spine nice and long. If your head really easily comes to the mat, bring your feet closer together. And let's sway it out here side to side, bending one knee and then the other. Just swaying side to side, dragging your fingers across the mat. Nice and relaxing. And let's take a shoulder rinse. So come back through center. Clasp your hands together behind your back and reach the arms overhead. Nice shoulder rinse. Lots of chaturangas today. You're doing great. So give those shoulders a break. And let's release the hands and rise up with a flat back. Preparing for Trikonasana triangle pose. Turn your left toes to the left, reach to the left, and tip. You want to imagine that you're in between two panes of glass. Come back up through center for pyramid. And you can wiggle those left toes out to the side a little bit to help you square the hips. Bring the hands behind the back, either hands to opposite elbows or reverse namaskar with a flat back, hinge forward. Keep both legs straight and really root down through the feet. Come up. Pivot to the front. Reach the arms out. Trikonasana to the right. Reach, reach, reach. So your right toes face the right side wall and your left toes are slightly in. Long spine. Come up. Turn to face the right side wall. And you can bump the left foot in a little bit. So the left foot is at about 45-degree angle. Hands can come to namaskar or hands to opposite elbows. With a long spine, reach forward. You'll feel this stretch in your hamstring and your IT band. Should feel really good. Come up. Release the arms. Face the front of your mat. Reach the arms up, star pose. And then forward fold, shoulder rinse one more time here. Release the hands and step back. Downward facing dog. Reach the right leg up to the sky. Take a breath. Then point the toes and externally rotate the hip, stacking the right hip over the left hip. Bend the right knee, look for your right toes. You can stay here, or if you have Wild Thing or one-armed wheel in your practice, go ahead and take that. So this is Wild Thing, lowering the right foot behind the left leg, and then reaching the right arm overhead into a back bend. Release the right foot and sweep it under the left leg, reaching the left arm up. Little pulses here, or you can just rest the foot on the floor if that's too much. You're doing so good. Keep it up. Lower the right foot and bend the right knee, reaching overhead. This should feel really good. Lower left hand, sweep the right knee over to the right side of your mat for half pigeon. So you can keep the right foot tucked into the left hip and lower down onto your forearms, keeping that nice long line of energy from the crown of the head to the base of the spine. Sometimes I like to stack my fists, bring my elbows out to the side, and rest my forehead there like a little pillow. If you have really open hips and you want more out of this pose, you can reach your right foot closer to the front of the mat so that the shin is a little more parallel to the front of the mat. So rest here and breathe wherever you feel like you're getting the most out of this posture. Really focus on your exhale. Let go of whatever you're holding on to. Let's release from the posture. Press up. Just find some balance here. Step up and back. Downward dog. Maybe circle out the right knee a little bit. Maybe pedal it out. Whatever feels good to you. Lower that right foot to the mat. Downward dog. Take a few breaths. Observe the circulation coming back into your hips and just breathe. Let's move into the left side. Reach the left leg up to the sky. Point the toes, externally rotate the hip. Take a breath. Then bend the left knee and look over your right shoulder. Option to stay right here. If you took that Wild Thing or one-armed wheel on the opposite side, you'll lower the left leg, lowering the foot behind the right leg, and reach the left arm overhead, finding a back bend. Counter pose. Lower the left hand, sweep the left leg under the right, come to the inside edge of your right foot. Little pulses, or you can lower the foot to the mat and just press the hips up. Really nice. Lower the left leg to the mat and reach overhead, bending the left knee. Release and slide the left knee over to the left side of your mat, finding that half pigeon pose, lowering down and finding your favorite expression of this posture. Again, here you want to really focus on the exhalation, breathing out, allowing yourself to let go of whatever you may be holding on to. Maybe that's fears or worries, anxiety, stress. We hold all of those emotions in our hips. So in postures like these, we're allowing our body to release the chemical reaction to stress and fear and worry. Breathe it out with the breath. Prepare to rise up, slowly pressing up and back to downward facing dog, maybe circling that leg out a little bit. Doing whatever feels good here. Listen to your body. Back to four-legged dog. We'll do a little ab work here. Reach the right leg up to the sky, shift forward knee to nose, reach it up three-legged, knee to right elbow. Inhale, extend, exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, right leg up, exhale, knee to right shoulder, and then lower it down and up along your arm like an elevator. Use your core. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Keep using your core. Almost there. You're doing great. Reach it up. Beautiful job. Lower the right foot to the mat. Left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, send it up to the sky. Exhale, knee to left shoulder. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, knee to right shoulder. Inhale, up. Knee to left shoulder, lower it down to wrist, up and down with your breath. Use your core. You're doing great. Keep it up. Find that strength in your core. Almost there. You're doing so good. Beautiful. Release it up to the sky and downward facing dog. So good. Shift forward. Let's stretch out those abs. Lower to the floor. Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Elbows hug the body. You can come to a baby cobra or press up higher. And then you can bring the toes and the heels together if you like, adding a little more challenge, a little more strength. Now reach the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, lift up legs and arms and chest. Lift, lift, lift. Toes and heels come together. Almost there. You're doing great. Keep breathing. Beautiful job. Lower down. Rest your right cheek on your hands. Completely relax. Mini Shavasana. We'll take one more set, strengthening the spine. Reach your arms up overhead. Inhale. And exhale. Lift up. Breathe here, maybe a little bit higher. Keep breathing. With each breath, lift a little bit higher. Keep squeezing the heels and the toes together. Reach the arms out like a letter Y. Lower everything down. Rest your left cheek on your hands. Breathe. You're doing great. We're almost done the work. We're almost ready to really stretch it out. Let's lift up and back. Child's pose for cobra push-ups. Good. Lower down. Press back. Child's pose. Come forward and lower. Child's pose. Keep it going. Keep your elbows in. And try to keep your shoulders and elbows almost aligned. Don't come too far down, protecting that shoulder joint. Almost there. Keep it going with your breath. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And then inhale, come forward for Cobra. Stretch out the chest. Stretch out the belly. You can take the feet wide. Really opening up. Wide knee, child's pose. Rest hips back to heels. Big toes touch. Arms reach overhead. Let your heart melt down toward the earth. Forehead touches. Great job. Let's bring it down onto the back. Round up. Curl the toes under. Press back. Downward facing dog. You can take the hands wide and float through, or just hop or walk the hands forward. Any way you want to get there, we'll come down to a seat and then roll down onto the back. Bring the soles of the feet together. You can press the hips away. Just taking a little rest. Bring the knees together. Feet are hip width apart and parallel for bridge pose. Your fingertips can tickle your heels. Rest your arms by your sides, palms face down. Inhale and begin to exhale. Peel the spine up off of the mat. You can slide the shoulders under the body and lift the hips up. From here, you can clasp the hands together underneath of your hips, or you can use your hands to support your hips. Now, press your right heel down, squeeze your right glute. Press your left heel down, squeeze your left glute. Feel the hips walk up until you find your edge. Then rest there and breathe. Great job. Lower down. One vertebra at a time. Keep your knees up. Don't hug your knees in quite yet. We're going to take a second set of bridge, or if wheel is in your practice, Chakrasana. you can take that. So for bridge, you can press back up into the same posture we were just in. For Chakrasana, you're going to bring your hands underneath your shoulders and press up. And then you can lift the heels and walk the feet closer to the hands, pressing your chest toward the wall behind you. Try to relax through the back of the neck. You don't need to look at the floor. That'll strain your neck. Just kind of relax the head and keep walking the feet in as your body allows, and then slowly lower down. Take a moment first. Feel all of that circulation coming back through the body. Take a couple breaths. Then hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a great big hug. You're rocking side to side a little bit, pressing the back of the neck to the floor. Press your tailbone down, massaging the back with the floor. Hug your right knee, just right of center, wind liberation pose. Extend your left leg down along the mat, clasping all 10 fingers together below the right knee, massaging the ascending colon. Release the grip and lift the knee, cross it over to the left, twist to the right. So your knee is going to the left and your arm and your gaze are going to the right. Breathe here. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out, completely soften. Feel the body melt into the earth, detoxifying the body, massaging the internal organs. Just breathe. Release the right leg to meet the left. Quick Shavasana. Just breathe and soften. Wind liberation pose on the left. Hug the left knee in just left of center, clasping all 10 fingers together below the knee. Now massaging the descending colon, aiding digestion and circulation. Breathe here into the belly. Release the grip and bring it to a twist. Left knee rocks over to the right side. Extend the left arm to the left and shift your gaze to the left. Close your eyes. Soften the face, throat, the neck, the chest, the belly. Notice the ebb and flow of the breath. Notice the sensation of the posture. It's as if you're wringing your body out like a sponge. Any residual tension, fears, worries, or stress, let it go. Breathe it out. Release from your twist and allow the left leg to float down to meet your right. Arms by your sides, palms face up. Bring both feet to the mat width apart. Soles of the feet down. Then heel toe your left foot out to the left side of your mat, lower the knee to the center, and cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Reach your left arm up overhead, stretching the entire left side of the body, down the IT band, the front of the hip. Breathe here. Lower your left hand, uncross the left ankle, and heel-toe your left foot back in. Quick Shavasana, extend the legs, turn the palms up. Feel the ebb and flow of the breath. Feel the belly rise and fall. Right side, bend the knees, place the feet on the floor. Heel-toe your right foot off of your mat and drop the knee to the center of the mat. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh and extend your right arm overhead. Stretch through the entire right side of the body, top of the hip, the IT band, and breathe here. Close your eyes and soften completely. Let everything melt and relax. Release the left foot. Bring the feet to the floor. Happy baby. Take the outer edges of your feet with your fingers and press the knees alongside the ribs toward the earth. You can rock side to side here. Press the tailbone down. Press the back of the neck toward the earth. You can come to stillness. You can stay in happy baby or flip the grip of your right hand to the inside of your right foot and extend the right leg. You don't have to straighten it all the way, just extend it as far as you can if that feels good, or you can stay in happy baby. Other side, bend the right knee and then extend the left leg, flipping the grip to the inside of the foot. Keep pressing your tailbone down, back of the neck down. Release, maybe extending both legs. Again, they don't have to be straight. You can add a little bend to your knees if you want. Just do what your body allows. Honor your body. What does it need today? Release the legs. Back to happy baby. And the ball pose. Wrap your arms around your shins. Cross the right knee over the left knee for supine cow face pose. You can hold onto your shins or the outer edges of your feet. Hug the knees into your chest and slightly pull the feet up towards your face. If you need to modify, you can take a supine pigeon by crossing the right ankle over your left thigh and hugging the knees in. If you're in your cow face pose, just gently pull those feet toward your face and down to feel a really nice deep hip stretch. We really worked those hips today in our vinyasa sequence. We want to stretch them out. They're nice and warm now, balancing out the practice. Uncross the legs, release, and rock the knees from side to side. And cross the left knee now over the right knee, or you'll come into your supine pigeon on the left side, crossing the left ankle over the right knee. And remember, you can hug your shins or the outer edges of the feet. Press the tailbone down, hug the knees in. You really want to stack your knees here. So if you have knee problems, come to that supine half pigeon. Just stretch out those hips here. Breathe into the sensation of the posture. You're doing great. Let's release. Uncross the legs. Once again, rock the knees from side to side like windshield wipers. Supine split. Extend the right leg up toward the sky. You can use a strap here. If you don't have a strap, you can use a tie. And if you didn't grab a strap, you can grab your hamstring, you can grab your calf, you can grab your ankle, your heel, your big toe, whatever is available to you. If nothing's available, just send that leg straight up to the sky and work on lengthening and sending the sole of the foot up toward the sky. So here, I like to lengthen the leg first, and then you get another inch or two out of that. lengthening from the hip joint all the way up to the sole of the foot. Then pulling it down, maybe getting a little more space. You can open the right leg out to the right by either bending the knee and pressing the right hand into the inside of the knee, or keeping the leg extended and holding onto the inside of your right foot. Gaze to the left. Breathe here. Really opening up those hips today and the hamstrings. So you don't feel surprised if you notice some emotions rising up during practice, during Shavasana, or even after practice later on. Let's take a quick Shavasana and move into our Supine Split on the opposite side. So again, take the grip wherever you can, hamstring, calf, ankle, heel. And then extend the leg, reach it up from the hip joint all the way up to the sole of the foot or the toes. And then maybe get a little bit more. So don't feel like you have to immediately go into that split. Take your time, use your breath. With each inhale, create space in the body. With each exhale, deepen into that space, even if it's just a millimeter. Breathe. Beautiful. Then open the leg or the knee out to the side. Whatever option you took on the right side, go ahead and take it here. Gaze to the right. Stretching that left inner thigh. Just breathe. Release and extend both legs to the bottom of the mat. Bring the soles of the feet together. For Supta Baddha Konasana, you can bring your hands like a letter L, and then you'll take your thumbs to the top of the hip crease and your fingers around the back of the hip crease. Inhale and exhale, press the hips away. You'll traction the spine. It should feel really good here. Maybe do that a couple of times. And preparing for our final Shavasana. You can stay here in Shavasana or extend the legs. Begin to prepare for Shavasana. Lie comfortably on your back, perhaps with a pillow under your knees, or sit comfortably. Allow your palms to face up, creating a flow of energy. Close your eyes. Let them feel heavy, sinking into the back of your head. Let your tongue release from the roof of the mouth where we sometimes hold tension. Allow your lips to slightly part. And bring your awareness to your breath. Feel the ebb and flow. Allow your muscles to melt away from the bones. Begin to enter a state of complete relaxation. Now begin to imagine a big, beautiful rainbow in front of you. See all of its colors. The red, the orange, the yellow, green, light blue, indigo, and violet. Feel each of these colors. Now imagine the color red is glowing brighter than the rest, and there's red all around you. Breathe in the color red. Think to yourself, I am safe. Say to yourself, I feel safe. Now, imagine the color orange is glowing brighter, and orange is all around you. Breathe in orange. Think to yourself, I feel my feelings stirring in my body. Say to yourself, I feel peaceful. Next, imagine the color yellow, is glowing brighter and is all around you. Breathe in yellow. Think to yourself, I am powerful. Say to yourself, I feel confident. Now, imagine the color green is glowing brighter and is all around you. Breathe in the color green. Think to yourself, my family and friends love me, and I love them. Say to yourself, I feel loved. Imagine the color light blue is getting brighter and glowing. It's all around you. Breathe in the glowing light blue. Think to yourself, people listen when I talk, and I am a good listener. Say to yourself, I feel heard. Now, imagine the color dark blue or indigo is getting brighter, and indigo is all around you. Breathe in indigo. Think to yourself, I have a great imagination. Say to yourself, I see great things in my future. Now, imagine the color purple, violet, is getting brighter. And the color violet is all around you. Breathe in violet. Think to yourself, I am wise. Say to yourself, I am smart. Take one last look at your big, bright, beautiful rainbow. Notice, observe, if you see anything. Notice if you feel anything. Notice if you hear anything. Or observe if you notice anything else. Now, take a deep breath and sink deeper into relaxation. Rest here. Use this time to recharge, to rejuvenate, and to rekindle your inner peace. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, welcoming some gentle movement back into the body. Begin to hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Take your time pressing up and sit in a comfortable seated posture. With your eyes closed, bring your hands to heart center. Begin to visualize something beautiful and joyful in your mind's eye. Then begin to visualize that joy as a color, as a light. And visualize that light being sent out into the world from your heart center. And visualize all the light, the joyful light from everyone else coming back to you, filling you up. And wrap your arms around you in a great big hug, sending loving kindness and positive energy into your heart center. Sweep your arms up overhead, bring your palms together and lower them in front of the heart center. Namaste.